Did the 7.2 earthquake in Baja California back on Easter Day in 2010 jolt you into promising to be better prepared for earthquakes and other disasters? Well, now there's another way to help you prepare for the worst. Here with details on emergency preparedness and how communities are getting involved are Holly Crawford, Director of Emergency Services for San Diego County, and Jeff Murdoch with Carlsbad CERT program. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jeff, you're with the City of Carlsbad Community Emergency Response Team, or CERT. What is this program all about?
It's a FEMA-sponsored program, and it's really a neighbor helping neighbor program. It's where non-first responders can actually get a certain amount of training to be able to help their neighbors in the event of an emergency.
So who's doing the training and who are the students typically?
Our students are anyone from the community. It could be PTA moms, they could be retired engineers, they could be business people, they could even be college students. And the people who do the training, our fire department is the sponsor for the program, and a lot of our firefighters, myself, and some other instructors teach the different programs within the CERT program.
And what kind of training, when you say you're training them for disaster preparedness, what are you training them?
Sure. So we're training for how to be emergency prepared, how to have a preparedness pack. We'll talk a little bit about some basic medical first aid. We talk about a little bit light search and rescue. We'll do some disaster psychology, a little bit of terrorism. We also want to teach them not only when to do something, but when not to do something. We don't want people to go in and actually get hurt when they try and help other people.
Okay, and we'll definitely come back to that. But Holly, it's been a while since we've had a major disaster here in San Diego, whether it be an earthquake or fire. How prepared are we right now in San Diego?
I think the government's prepared. I think that there is a lot that people at home can do to make sure that their families and their neighborhoods are prepared. So I'm really excited to talk today about a few of the actions that people can take who are watching today to make sure that they've taken some of those proactive steps to make sure that they are prepared.
And what are some of those proactive steps they can take?
Well, they can download our emergency app, and I know you have a link to that on the KPBS website. They can complete a family disaster plan, and we have a template for that available on the app or on our website, and it walks you through step by step what you can do.
And let's talk about that app a little bit more. It's been out there, but it's been revised. So what's different about it now, and why should somebody download it?
We made several improvements to the app. One of the things that we did is made it possible for people to share their family disaster plan. So if you complete the family disaster plan within the app, you can now share that plan with members of your family. The information that you complete on the app is now also in the cloud. So if you get a new smartphone or mobile device, the information that you complete on the app is now transferable to those new devices. We've also added recovery information to the app. So previously we had information about how to prepare for a disaster, and then we had a section for information during a disaster, and now we've added the recovery information.
Oh, okay. So yes, and it's available right now.
It is free of charge.
Okay, fantastic. Jeff, getting back to CERT, you were talking about this, that good intentions don't necessarily end up with good results. What are some of the more common hazards that non-trained people face if they are trying to help in a disaster?
Obviously, if we had a large earthquake, building structural integrity would be an issue, and we want to be sure that people recognize the type of building that they can actually enter and help people versus a building that's unstable they might go into and become a victim themselves. Would be one example. A lot of people have really great intentions, and we want to always run in and help, but sometimes it's important to take a closer look and see whether or not that's a safe environment for someone who doesn't have all the equipment that a first responder might have to be able to go in and help that person.
I see. And Holly, you know, we've heard that it can take days sometimes for responders to, or in a major disaster, let's say, to get the help that you need. So what is it important for people here to do during that time? What should they do to be prepared for how many days on their own, perhaps?
72 hours is a good rule of thumb. First responders make up less than 1% of our total population. So if your family disaster plan is to call 911, it's just not good enough. So Jeff talked about CERT teams. We have 32 CERT teams throughout the county of San Diego. So I'd encourage people who want to take that extra step, not only to have your family prepared, but to also be available as a volunteer during a disaster to get that community emergency response team training.
And just to be clear on that, that's a free program.
That's
you don't have to pay for that. Well, we have a whole lot more on our website, kpbs.org. Jeff Murdoch and Holly Crawford, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.